How's it going, guys? Patrick here from NintenTalk, back with a brand new video. And today's video is actually going to be a Nintendo Switch collection video. I figured, you know what, I would show off my Nintendo Switch collection. I've never made a collection video before, so this should be very fun. I don't have a ton of games, like I don't have hundreds of games, but I feel like my collection is really solid. And I actually have a lot of like uncommon, like hard games to get. So I'll start with the Nintendo games first, the first party games, and then I'll go to kind of like the bigger box games and the rare games. So let's get started. I know this might be a very long video. So let's start with the Nintendo games. And of course, the first game in my collection, the first game I ever got, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is just a fantastic game. I can't really say enough about it, so I'm not going to. And the back, that's from the, I believe the limited edition or collector's edition has this, you know, backing on it. But damn, what a game. I love that game so much. Next game is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Probably my favorite racing game of all time. Probably my favorite Mario Kart game of all time. The battle mode, thank you so much for fixing that battle mode. But I really love Mario Kart 8. And next game is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Captain Toad is probably my favorite new IP from Nintendo. It's just so good. The Switch version, not my preferred way to control Captain Toad, but it's pretty good. I like the Odyssey content. I have not played the DLC yet, so looking forward to that. Next game is Super Mario Odyssey. And I love this Mario game. I don't care what anyone says. This is a top tier Mario game. And I've only played it through once. So I probably put like 6 hours into this game, put it down. So I'm really excited to revisit this, find more secrets. And yeah, I just like Odyssey. Next game is Sushi Striker Way of Sushido. I think one of the most underrated Nintendo games on here. And yeah, I love this game so much. It's like a puzzle game. It's also on the 3DS as well, but high quality cutscenes, a lot of humor in there. So yeah, Sushi Striker, check it out. I think it's really cheap now. Splatoon 2, damn, what a good game. Probably the best multiplayer game on the Switch. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with that. Salmon Run, great addition. And yeah, it's just fantastic, man. The music's great, very competitive. Mario Tennis Aces, speaking of competitive, this game still has an online community, oddly enough. And I think the mechanics in this game is probably the best in a Mario sports game, hands down. Very good. I love the character roster is incredible in Aces, so very good. Super Mario Party is the next game. I actually like this game quite a bit. It's not a great Mario Party game, and if you're ranking Mario parties, but it's a very fun time. I like the character roster as well. Like these two games, they killed it with that. But yeah, I really like this. I hope they come out with a DLC. I made a video, you know, talking about that, but I really hope they do. It needs something, or at least, you know, the next Super Mario Party or whatever Mario Party, just add something new in there. The next game is Super Mario Maker 2, one of my favorite games of this year, 2019. And I actually got the, what is that? The deluxe version that comes with the 12 months membership. I feel like this variant is probably going to be a little bit more uncommon in the future. But yeah, I actually gave that away on a Twitter giveaway. So that was pretty cool. Next game, one of my favorites, Yoshi's Crafted World, a fantastic platformer on the Switch. I love the way that this game looks. So, I mean, it's much more the same of Yoshi's Woolly World, which I think I prefer that game a little bit more. But so creative. Level design is fantastic. Let's Go Pikachu. Yeah, I mean, it's a remake of the older gens. I don't mind the motion control as much as everyone else does. Fantastic game. And of course, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What more can you want from a Smash game? Fantastic. So I haven't played it as much as I probably should. But those are my Nintendo games. Now on to the other stuff. Maybe some obscure stuff in here. I gotta go get the different stacks. Okay, so first game is This Is the Police. This is a police simulation game. I took a chance on this. I heard some good things, and I liked it a lot. You basically control like a group of cops, and you come across like these scenarios, and you know, there's a lot of mature themes in here, nudity, drugs. There's actually like some really tough decisions you have to make with people's lives. So yeah, really good game. And I actually liked it so much, I got the second one. So this is The Police 2. So yeah, this one's a little bit more uncommon. I've seen more of the first one, a lot more. And yeah, this is more of the same of This Is the Police 1, except they added in a tactical mode. So I actually like that quite a bit. So This Is the Police 2. Oof. Next game, I love Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom. This is fantastic. If you guys are platforming fans at all, you need to pick this up. It's colorful. It's just so good. You control like you know, some monsters that have their own abilities, and that's kind of how you traverse the levels and stuff. But yeah, so good, guys. And it comes with a bunch of stuff too. It comes with like a booklet and stickers. So yeah, fantastic. Next game, a bit controversial. It's kind of sticky. Rhyme. This is a open world puzzler platformer type game. I love the art style. There was some performance issues, but they put out a giant patch, and you got to kind of give it up to them because it did fix a lot of issues. There's still some performance issues, but yeah, beautiful game. Next game is Origami. What is this? Shadow Edition. So this is the deluxe edition of this game. This is essentially like an Assassin's Creed stealth game where you control a ninja, and it's kind of cool because you can go kind of, well, not guns blazing because you don't have a gun, but you can kind of go crazy and kill everyone, or you can complete the stages without killing anyone. So yeah, that's super good game. And there's a bunch of unlockables too, so awesome. Next game, Tiny Troopers Joint Ops XL. I mostly got this because it's going to be rare one day. This is a Walmart exclusive. I believe only 5,000 copies were made. It's kind of like a top-down shooter. You control like a squad of 3 soldiers, so that's pretty good. If you can find it at Walmart, definitely pick it up. I think it was only 20 bucks too. Next game is Rico. This is a co-op shooter. I really like this game. I'm going to do a review on this game because I like it so much. I don't think it has any extras now, but this is essentially like you go room to room and you kick down doors and it goes slow-mo and you have to basically kill everyone. It's mindless fun and really reminds me of the old school like multiplayer days of first-person shooters. So I love that game so much. Next game is very good. I don't know what I was going to say. This is another game by Nighthawk Studios. This is Dragon Marked for Death. It's a platforming type game. This is digitally as well, obviously, but the entire game is on this. So if you buy it digitally, there's 2 different digital games you can buy. It's like a striker pack and there's another pack. This game is fantastic. Might be a little bit uncommon in the future. Nighthawk games like Azure Striker and stuff like that are probably going to be a little bit more uncommon, but Dragon Marked for Death, fantastic. Next game is I took a chance on, and it's okay. And that is Trailblazers. So this is a racing game, but it kind of has some elements of Splatoon in there. So basically it's usually like a three lap race. The interesting thing is you can kind of paint a trail, which if you are driving over your color paint, you go faster. That was harder to explain. But yeah, very good game. It's a budget title too. I think it's like 20 bucks. I enjoyed it, but just not my favorite. Next game is Rayman Legends. One of the best platformers I think of all time. Seriously, it's so good. And this has all the content from the other games. Yeah, pick this up, guys. It's so fantastic. Next game is an import game from PlayAsia. This is actually the Capcom Belt Action Collection. In the US, I think it's the Beat 'em Up bundle. But yeah, it didn't come physically in the US, so I had to import it. But this is fantastic. I love all these games like Final Fight and Battle Circuit. Really good beat 'em ups and super fun if you have a friend to play with. So yeah, great collection of games there. Next game, one of my favorite indies on the entire platform. It's Moonlighter. So this is a dungeon crawling game. The cool thing is you also have a shop to manage and upkeep. So you go around dungeons collecting treasure, and it's kind of risk and reward. Do you go to the next stage, or do you go back home and sell the goods that you've gotten so far? Because if you get killed in the dungeon, you lose everything. So yeah, I love that kind of gameplay. The next game I hate admitting I haven't played yet, but that is Dead Cells. This is like king of the roguelike indie games. Let me know, like, how good is this game, guys? Because I need to play it. Super difficult from what I've heard. Comes with a nice little art book here, but yeah, Dead Cells. Had to pick it up. Have not played it. That's a big regret by me. Another fantastic indie game, Owlboy. This is a pixel perfect platformer. The reason why I say that is the pixel art is so good. And yeah, I really like this game. Haven't finished it yet, but it's fantastic. Another game I have not played yet, much like Dead Cells. This comes with a bunch of goodies inside too. Hollow Knight. And I was waiting to get this game physically. I was going to pick it up digitally, but you know what? Sometimes it's worth waiting. So pick this up, and much like Dead Cells, have not played yet. So that's stack number 2. We have 3 more stacks to go. Next stack. So first game on here is Toki. This is a remake of a classic, I think this was on a bunch of systems, NES, stuff like that, but this is a platformer game, fantastic visual. Actually, you'll see later I have the big box for it, but this is a GameStop exclusive, so I feel like this game could be pretty sought after in the future. If you see this at GameStop, pick it up. I think it's heavily discounted now, which is another kind of tell that this might be a little bit harder to get in the future. Next game is Monopoly for Nintendo Switch. You might laugh at this, but I have had a lot of hours of fun with this. Me and my best friend Dave, we play this all the time together. I've actually put a ton of, I think like 50 hours on this game. I'm not even kidding. So fantastic there. And next game is a double pack. This is Child of Light and Valiant Hearts, the double pack physical. Child of Light, because Valiant Hearts is just kind of packaged in there, but Child of Light is fantastic. One of my favorite RPGs, and great art style, like a kind of like a paintbrush art style. And Valiant Hearts, I haven't played. I remember getting it free on Xbox Gold, but yeah, I haven't played that game yet. Next game is the Sega Genesis Classics. This is a must-own. It's 50 Genesis games for $30, and yeah, fantastic. I love Genesis. I love the Genesis, something I grew up with actually, so to have it handheld is fantastic. Next game is Code of Princess EX. This is actually the reversible cover. Has a bunch of little things in there. Nicalis always does a fantastic job. But Code of Princess, basically a hack and slash. This was on the 3DS, and they made a extended version for the Switch. So very cool there. I love Code of Princess. Next game, so something you might not know about me. I'm a giant Goosebumps fan, so I had to get Goosebumps for the Switch. This, I think, not at Goosebumps. This game at GameStop was $10, and it's essentially like the Goosebump books come to life. It's like a narrative game, so not for everyone, but I'm just a giant Goosebumps fan, so I had to get it. This game was a gift. This is the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and I'm not a giant fan of Mega Man, but this is a great collection to have. Mega Man 2 is my favorite, so to have, what is it, 1 through 10 is pretty awesome. It's a budget title as well, so pick that up if you are a Mega Man fan. Next game, might be rare in the future, is Sinmora EX. This is a shoot-'em-up game. I think it's a Walmart exclusive. I could be wrong about that, but fantastic visuals. And definitely pick this up if you're a shooting fan. Next game is a remake of one of my favorite PS2 games, and that is Katamari Damacy for the Nintendo Switch. Fantastic game. Really wacky, kind of a cult classic at this point. Funny thing is, this game shot up in value when it first came out. There was kind of like an inventory issue. They didn't order enough. I think it's kind of come back down to earth, but definitely one to look out for. Very wacky, fun game. Next game is Starlink Battle for Atlas. I, of course, got the R-Wing pack with that. I actually like this quite a bit. I'm a giant Star Fox fan. Probably my favorite Nintendo character, I would say. This was good. It's not a Star Fox game, but it's a very nice open world kind of space shooter. So for what it was, I really liked it. Next game, probably my least favorite idea because it's just a case. There's no game in it. Wolfenstein Youngblood. And yeah, this is not a trend I really wanted to support, but at least I did get it physically. So it's just a digital code for those of you who haven't known. But this is a co-op shooter. Wolfenstein, fantastic first-person action. So yeah. And also this is the Amazon.com variant. So this might be a little bit more sought after in the future. It comes with, I think the only difference is it comes with Joy-Con skins in there that you can put on, but I'm not really a fan of those. Next game is Little Dragon's Cafe. This was a game I took a chance on. I like the, you know, harvesting, open world type Animal Crossing games. And this is very, very nice. This is the reverse cover art. I think it's beautiful. This game is really cool. I really want to get back into this because it is fun. You basically take over your parents' farm and yeah, it's a really weird story, but it's fun. You train a dragon too, so you watch your dragon grow up and you can ultimately use it to solve puzzles and fly around the map. So I like the idea of it. Next game is Guacamelee 1-2 Punch Collection. I'm so excited to have this. Guacamelee 1 with all the DLC and then Guacamelee 2 all on one cart. So fantastic. There's a giant book that comes with it as well. So definitely pick this up. This could be another one that I think would be uncommon in the future. You know, it's a re-release of 2 indie games on a cart, so that might be a little bit rare. And the last 2 games in these are both shooters. So we have Raiden 5 Director's Cut. This is a shoot 'em up. This was on other platforms before, and there's actually only one pressing of this game. So, you know, again, this is going to be, I think, rare in the future. So that's Raiden 5. Have not played this yet, but it is a fast-paced shoot 'em up game. And then another shooter is Cyvaria Delta. So this is another shoot 'em up game. And I don't know in terms of rarity, but, you know, judging by the other systems and stuff like that, if a shooter comes out physically, chances are it's going to skyrocket in value. That's just kind of how it is. Okay, let's get to the rare stuff now. So I have a slight obsession with limited run. Not too crazy, but this is my stack of limited run games. So I'm just going to go down the list. Most of these are the Best Buy exclusive or the Best Buy releases, whatever you want to call it. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I love Castlevania. This is retro Castlevania, so fantastic game here. Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove. A cult classic. I enjoyed it on the Genesis, but yeah. Toe Jam and Earl, thought it was really cool. Golf Story, one of my favorite indie games on the Switch. Really happy that I got it physically. I also got it digitally as well, so yeah, there's always that. Windjammers. Another very competitive game, and I love the cover on this. Really cool. A Hard as Balls indie game, Super Meat Boy. This is another one of the limited runs from Best Buy. I don't really like difficult games, but Super Meat Boy is a classic. Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. This game, really awesome to see this release physically. Have not played this yet, but heard only good things about it. It's essentially like a action arcade platformer. But there's also a puzzle element where you actually cook with ingredients that you find. So definitely like the idea of that. And then these 2 limited run games were not Best Buy exclusives. I actually got these at PAX East. So first game is Oxenfree. This is, you know, kind of like a narrative game. I love the kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like a holographic cover. And I love this game. I fell in love with it, man. I think I got it digitally for like $4. It was on like a really big discount. But it's a really good story, and I like kind of those narrative games. They're growing on me. Next game is really special. This is the limited run Slime San. This is the Super Slime Edition. I have a emotional connection to this game because this was the first game that I ever reviewed on the channel. And I was a smaller YouTuber back then, and Ferbraz took a chance on me, and I was able to review it. I didn't put out like a proper review, but I covered it on the podcast. And I told a lot of people about it. Another awesome kind of limited quantity company is Super Rare Games. I only have 2 of these, but first game is Earthlock. This is kind of like a classic PS2 style RPG, like turn-based RPG. Have not played that yet. Excited to play that. And then I think one of the best collections on the Switch, the Mutant Mudds collection. This is comes with a slipcover. And yeah, fantastic game. Comes with Mutant Mudds Super Challenge, and Mud Blocks, which I love. It's probably Mud Blocks is my favorite on this collection. So really cool that came physically. And then another company, there's a lot of these limited run kind of companies. This is strictly limited. I love this company here. And this is Velocity 2X. So this is like a Metroid style, but it's also a shooter. So these strictly limited, the value of these games go up like drastically. So really happy to have this. This is the 15th release, but I think it's the second Switch release. They do like Vita and stuff like that as well. So Velocity 2X. And then this game is very, very rare nowadays. This is Retro City Rampage Deluxe. And this is from V-Blank Entertainment. You can only get this on their website. And this is actually the collector's edition version. So it comes with a bunch of this stuff, like 3D glasses, the soundtrack. It comes with like 4 or 5 alternate covers. But I believe this game's going for like $90 right now. So skyrocketed in value. All right, guys, we're on the last stack. This is the big box games. So I showed you before Toki, but this is the big box. This is like how it comes at GameStop. So it comes with the arcade cabinet, some signed prints, and some awesome stickers. So yeah, like I was saying, guys, I think this is like $30 at GameStop right now. It's not going to be there for very long. So really happy to add that to the collection. The next game is Sonic Mania Plus. This is my favorite packaging for a Switch game, I think. Really cool. I love the Genesis cover. I think it's so awesome. And comes with a lot of extras. This is probably my favorite Sonic game of all time. I think I have the most nostalgia for Sonic 2. But Sonic Mania, fantastic game. So if you see this out there, definitely pick it up. Going down to the final 2. Next game is Crystal Crisis. Another Nicalis. This is like a big box release. It comes with a, what is it? It's like a block that you can form and stuff like that. I love this game. This is like, it's like that Street Fighter puzzle game. I forgot what it was called, like on the PS1 or something. But this is fantastic. It has like a ton of characters like Coda Princess, Cave Story characters on here. I think, yeah, like Binding of Isaac's on here. So really awesome puzzle game, and I love this big box release. I'm a sucker for that. And then my most valuable and rare game for the Nintendo Switch is the Fox and Forest Collector's Edition, guys. This is awesome. First of all, Fox and Forest as a whole is one of my favorite indies on the platform. But this is probably and I'll probably do a video about this. This is probably my favorite collector's edition of all time. It comes with some postcards, stickers. It comes with a hardcover art book. And the game in here is still sealed. So this collector's edition obviously isn't sealed, but the game itself is sealed. So this game, I believe, goes for about $250 now. So this shot up like crazy. But Fox and Forest, definitely pick it up. If you can find the physical, go for it. You're going to probably pay up for it. But definitely check it out. So that is my Nintendo Switch collection. Let me know what you thought of it. Some of your favorite games, were they in here? Probably. But thank you guys very much for watching. I'll probably do another one of these like every year, like once a year Switch collections. But yeah, that's my Switch collection. I love the Nintendo Switch. It's such a fun console to collect for. But yeah, guys, thank you again for watching. Subscribe if you like this kind of content. Give the video a like. It does help out. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.